2012, and the rebirth of a legendary championship. New life for the spirit of the most celebrated endurance event in the world. Picked up and put back down on the most phenomenal tracks around the globe.
I feel it's quite an achievement.
It was the beginning of a whole new adventure. There's only one World Endurance Championship. Welcome to the 2013 season. The FIA World Endurance Championship's back, and this season there's an equal playing field. 2 Audis and 2 Toyotas, and they're all looking at each other as competition. And the reigning champions are not resting on their laurels.
The 4 cars are pretty quick, and it's going to be a very tight championship. Everybody pushing really hard, and all the drivers I think are on a very high level, and professional drivers. So yeah, we are looking to everyone.
Sebastian Buemi and Stefan Sarrazin joined the Toyota force, with Anthony Davidson completing the list for the number 8 car.
With the races we won last year, I think there's no reason why we can't go on winning, the sprint races at least, especially later on in the season when we got the new car.
In LMP2, Oak Racing will field 3 cars in the class, with Alex Brundle joining in the Morgan Nissan. He is surely pleased to start the season on home turf.
It's a circuit I really enjoy, and it's a circuit I've spent a bit of time around, so I think I've got half a chance. But yeah, I mean, the race could go a lot of different ways. There are so many different factors at play, so we'll have to see how we get on.
Lotus is racing its brand new T128 with the number 31 car with a strong driver lineup. The LMP2 grid boasts the biggest entry list, and 2013 promises to be another great year for the class. The GT Pro Grid has 3 works teams from the most famous manufacturers in endurance racing. For Ferrari, Japanese star Kamui Kobayashi steps into unknown territory with his first taste at endurance.
I'm very happy to join the Ferrari family, but I think for me it's a new role. I mean, driving touring car, which is especially endurance race, which is completely different for me, because usually we did like kind of sprint race. Yeah, I'm very excited for this week.
And there have been big changes in the Porsche cab.
We have a new car, we have a new team, new driver lineup, everything is a brand new, and we're really looking forward to the season.
Bruno Senna is just one of the big names joining the forces at Aston Martin.
It's going to be interesting to see where we are against other guys when we finally hit the track. And this weekend should be nice.
The GT AM grid is made up of 8 entries, with reigning champions Labour Competition fielding a single Chevrolet Corvette against Ferrari, Porsche and Aston Martin.
We have kept the same driver lineup from last year, same car, everything. So we're doing really well last year, and so we're looking forward for this season to repeat our success from last season.
And one of their new contenders will be this team, IMSA Performance Matmut, who are clear on what they'll have to do to be successful.
We're going to try everything to win the category. After this year, I think the GT is really strong with Aston, with Corvette, Porsche, Ferrari. There's plenty of cars who can win. And we're going to have to be really serious, really professional, and try to make less mistakes than the other guys.
So, let the races begin.
And welcome to the first round of WEC in Silverstone.
After wet conditions, the sun is shining on Silverstone for the first round of the WEC as the cars line up on the grid. Third quickest time in qualifying was the Audi number 2, just in front of his teammate in car number 1. Alan McNeish will take the start. The Toyota number 8 of Davidson, Buemi and Sarrazin second on the grid. It's an excellent achievement for the Toyota running for its second season in the WEC. It's an historic moment for Toyota with 2 cars on the front row here in Silverstone. On pole, car number 7, driven by Alex Wurz and Nicolas Lapierre.
Start the formation line.
All the cars are off to a clean start. Alex Wurz in the Toyota number 7 holds the hopes high for the Japanese brand after having put in an excellent time in qualifying, almost 2 seconds faster than his teammate. Car 47, the KCMG Morgan Nissan of Alex Imperatori, had a problem in the formation lap and will get back underway behind the pack. The battle's on in earnest for the lead as McNeish, extra motivated here at Silverstone, a track he knows and loves, is doing everything he can to take the place of the Toyota. And in a very elegant movement, McNeish slips through on the pit straight with an exceptional boost of power, making it look easy. In LMP2, it's a close tussle for second place between Conway and the G-Drive Nissan and Plower in car 24. Conway attacks but doesn't get through. The Ferrari number 81 of 8-Star Motorsports has lost control and spins round and round again, but no great harm done. Meanwhile, in GT Pro, the Aston Martins are doing just fine.
Bruno, confirm everything is okay with the car? Yeah, everything is okay.
For the front runners, it's not just a case of trying to be quicker than one's closest competitor. It's also very tricky getting through the traffic and not being stuck behind the slower GT and LMP2 cars. Here, going through Beckett's, we get a good idea of the massive difference in performance levels between the faster and slower cars. Both Audis have been in for a final pit stop. McNeish was longer as he put on new tyres, but gains every lap on his teammate Trellier. And in a cool and calculated manoeuvre, McNeish heads for the inside line on his teammate and takes him to go through to the lead. McNeish powers through to take the first round of the WEC 2013 on home soil. He takes the checkered flag and his teammates are thrilled. He comes in ahead of his sister car driven by Benoit Trallier and the Toyota number 8 of Buemi, Sarrazin and Davidson.
It was a good recovery ride from another big kickback, but let's just show how strong Alan was today to go back and catch that back.
In LMP2, car 25 of ADR Delta with Pitsonia also takes the victory after excellent qualifying. In GT Pro, Aston Martin wins at home with Bruno Senna, Stefan Merker and local boy Darren Turner. And the famed Tourist Trophy, previously held by such greats as Nuvolari, Sterling Moss and Graham Hill, now goes to Alan McNeish, Loic Duval and Tom Christensen.
Welcome to Spa, round 2 of the WEC.
After the 6 hours of Silverstone, the teams and drivers competing in the FIA World Endurance Championship now head to Belgium for the 6 hours of Spa-Francorchamps, round 2 of the 2013 championship. The Belgian fans flock from the 4 corners of the country to the Ardennes countryside for the event. 3 Audis are running and they take the best times in qualifying. Car 2 starts with Loic Duval at the wheel. Car 3, driven by Marc Genet, is set for running at Le Mans, but here nevertheless put in the second fastest time. In pole position in LMP1 is Car 1, driven by André Lotterer. The tension mounts as the drivers prepare for battle for one time under perfect weather conditions on one of the most beautiful tracks in the world.
Flag. Start of the formation lap. Start of the formation lap.
The cars get off to a perfect start here at Spa-Francorchamps. With two Audis on the front line, there's a lot of toing and froing among the front runners as the pack heads for the first time through Eau Rouge. The Toyota of Nicolas Lapierre sneaks into second place in Sector 1, and Marc Cheney in the Audi number 3 is breathing down his neck. The front positions change a number of times in the first laps. The Toyotas are right up there in the running, and it's a fantastic start to the 6 hours of Spa 2013. In GT Pro, the Ferraris are running hot here in Spa, and with top drivers like Bruni and Villander up against the likes of Senna, Makowiecki and Bell, you can be sure the racing will be spectacular. The extra boost given by the Toyota Hybrid coming out of the slower corners is one of the car's advantages here in Spa. 15 minutes into the running, the battle's on for second place, and life's not easy at all for Lotterer in the Audi. It's neck-and-neck running between the German and the Japanese team. For the spectators dotted around the green hills of the Spa circuit, the show is absolutely spectacular. In an incredible passing maneuver, neither the Toyota nor the Audi want to give way, but Lotterer finally gets the upper hand again. This is what endurance racing has become, a sprint from start to finish. They're side by side, and the Audi gets the upper hand. Half an hour into the race, and the Audis are at it again in a tangle for the lead. Lotterer's worked his way back up and wants to go for clear ground. He attacks teammate Loic Duval in car 2 and makes short work of him. Through the Radiant, Pitsonia loses his car again. He slams into the tires, and there's debris going flying. The safety car sent straight out onto the track, changing the game for the entire field. The Radiant's probably the worst place to spin off at Spa. Once the safety car comes off the track, 3 GT cars are heading side by side into the corner, with the GT Pro AF Corsa Ferrari taking on the slower GT Am cars in the Comb, and he gets through. A little further on, the AF Corsa Ferrari takes a somewhat original line than most others, getting through the chicane. And in LMP2, Oak Racing is in trouble.
The rear of the car starts to move again. The rear of the car starts to move again. Copy. And Ricardo and Martin that they have to take care of the rear of the car, the rear.
In the GT categories, the running's as close as ever in the Endurance Championship. Here it's a battle for the lead in GT Pro with Timo Bernhardt in the Porsche, breathing down the neck of the Aston Martin number 98 despite having some issues to deal with.
I don't know if you can check the tire pressure, but it feels like it's already too high on the rear. Okay, we're on this already.
Bernhardt was a winner at Le Mans in 2010, with Audi and the Aston Martins being driven by the star team of Senna, Makowiecki and Bell, just going to show that the talent in the GT cars leaves nothing to be desired on the prototypes. Meanwhile, the battle for fourth is on in earnest. Back with Bernhardt, and while he's gotten through past the Aston Martin, they're not taking it lying down and take back the lead.
Fox is lap Kazuki. Fox, pit confirmed.
The Toyota number 7's in the pits and the crew standing back with blowers on the back brake.